Is there anybody out there? Who knows? Yeah, apologies. I'm 8 minutes late, technically. I said 8 o'clock, but I was hungry and I needed food. There is no simpler explanation than that. Oh, man. Let's see, I've got, like, sharing thing I can share. Oh, there is a thing I can share. Look at that. Oh, look, people. People materialize. Hello, everyone. Oh, this is the first time I've done a live stream in a long time. But the first time that I've just done one, that's me talking at a camera rather than pissing about with the gang. I apologise for my hair, by the way. It's very bowl cutty. I've not put any product in it and made it look nice. I've been trying to go for middle parting recently, but that's not working. Let's do. Oh, sorry. Bear with me, lads. I'm just sharing this all over the place. Gonna make sure I got everyone in. My goodness, 28 viewers. Blimey! Look at all these people. That's over, what, 1% of my subscriber base. Oh, hey, bro, nice beard. Thank you, I grew it myself. It's, I've been trying to style this recently. It gets very kind of like, God, this is very confusing, but like, it grows a bit there, like in kind of patches, and it's very strong underneath, so it's not great, but I try to style it and shape it, make it look kind of good. Look at that. Hey man, how you doing? I'm doing good, Irish Yank. Thank you very much. Yeah. You know, I just getting by as in this strange, bizarre world. Just doing my thing, keeping on making videos. Ascension, still working on that. Not done myself any favors by essentially commissioning 9 episodes for this thing. Nine 20-minute episodes. But on the whole, I'm good. I got robots. I got more robots. That's always nice. Where else I need to go? I need to go into the Facebook page. Don't know why I went Birmingham for that. Just to join us, Joe. That's me. But yeah, on the whole, doing good, doing all right. How are we? I don't know why I just did that. It's going to ruin my lighting. Although it's dark outside. How are we? Are we all good? We all keeping safe and healthy and decent, just generally decent. Excuse me, I've got a big mug of tea as well. Ah, this is a kilogram when it's full. And I got it from Chessington World of Adventures. Bit of free advertising for them now that they're probably not open, to be honest. Oh my goodness, look at all this. Wow, we got to go. But sorry, bear with me because this is my first time actually hosting like a live stream like this, and I'm still getting used to everything. But on the whole, like this is fairly user friendly. It's just mind processing live stuff happening at the same time. If anyone's interested, I'm using Streamlabs OBS. Apparently Pokimane uses it. Don't know about that, but it's quite nice, user friendly. Look, I've got a little branding thing there. I can add things like little widgets and videos and images and stuff. It's all pretty fancy, I've got to say. What's in the chat? What are you going to do with this Netflix B coming out? Nothing really. I don't really care for it. I've got enough Bumblebees and G1 Bumblebees. I've got little G1 reissue there who's a bug. I've got the movie masterpiece that's a bug. I've also got the knockoff first MP Bumblebee, which is a bug, although it's in my crate of unwanteds on top of my my wardrobe. It looks alright. I'm not a fan of like the shield thing. It feels a bit like kind of lazy engineering, but you know, it looks nice, but not for me. I'm sorted for Bumblebees now, mostly. Who's your favorite of my new robots? Oh, actually, I'll show you who I got. So, I got Select's Smokescreen. That's the Siege version. I like him more than the Earthrise one. The Earthrise, like, has got a really kind of flat masterpiece style face that I'm not really into. I like the kind of greebling that this one has. He just looks more detailed. Who should I show first? Because I like both of these for different reasons. But I got I'll go with him. Got this one. So I think it's Off-Road Ironhide. It's the blue version of movie Ironhide from the first one. Obviously for those who watched Uprising and More Than Meets the Eye, I do have the Revenge of the Fallen version of this mold, which does have a better head sculpt and better blasters. But it's also got like the nest like detailing on it, which is very weird if you think about it in like the context of More Than Meets the Eye, especially in my first series, because Nest didn't exist. So he's running around with a branding that doesn't exist in that universe. But he's real nice. I love him, and I love the mud detailing on his doors there. That's really nice. And then the other thing I got was Studio Series Blitzwing. He doesn't actually come with this axe. This axe comes from the non-F upgrade for Titan's Return Broadside, which gives him an extra gun, this axe, and some like covers for his arms in robot mode. Just covers up like the empty space there. I was just messing around with him and thought, I like this axe. I just got it out and it's like, let's see what this does. I was like, oh my goodness. And it looks really cool. I can't lie, it looks really cool. So at the moment he's posed with that. But all of these are really nice. Like, I didn't even know I wanted Off-Road Ironhide until I saw him for like 20 quid. And then was like, good price. Nice colour scheme. I've been getting into Allspark Power recently. Like, well, last couple months I have, but it's a really nice line. Yeah, these are all really nice figures. Really, very, very good. Right, let's you stand on there. Oh my god! The chat suddenly refreshed and like, Jesus. Where were we? Good. Yeah, everyone's doing good. Very nice. It's my favourite transfer in my collection so far. Oh, mate, I've got over 500 figures. I can't pick a single favourite out of all of that. Current favourites are kind of sitting on my my desk here. My desk spots are kind of like the current favourites. So right now, or stuff that I just don't have space for or a place for. Right now, Energon Rodimus is sitting on here, and I love this thing. I love this truck mode. The robot mode is pretty garbage, I've got to be honest, but the truck is sublime. He was doing flames on a long nose before Movie Optimus was. He's pretty neat. Rotorstorm as well, he's hanging out on my desk. I love this. Love the trans rights helicopter, that's real nice. The pink and the blues. And the bit of green as well, if you fancy it. He's really good. He surpasses Spinister, I think, in quality. I like him a lot. I've got a lot of G1 as well on here. In fact, most of my G1 is sitting on my desk. I've got Jazz, reissue from, I think it was 2003. He's technically the G2 Jazz because he's got this weird kind of gurney grin on him. But sticking him up, whoever I had bought this from had applied the stickers and they were just everywhere and it looked like garbage. So I had to fix that. I got Sideswipe as well, commemorative Sideswipe. He's super nice. I don't know if you can see, but his Lamborghini sticker is kind of peeling off, and I tried to fix that myself. It was fine. It wasn't peeling off when I got it, but it had been applied really kind of wonky, and I tried to fix it, reapplied it, but now it's peeling. He's real nice. And I've got get an Optimus Prime as well, G1 Optimus. This is I think this is commemorative issue or reissue again, but he's complete. He's got his trailer as well. All his accessories minus 2 missiles, but you know I didn't care for them. So on the whole, like, he's complete and he's really nice. And I think this is probably as far as my G1 collection is going to be. Those 3, Bumblebee, I've got Swerve and Tailgates, a bunch of Micromasters, and I've got a Metroplex, which I paid far too much for considering the condition that it is in. But he's sat on my kind of bedside table with Alpha Trion on his shoulder, and I think it's Scamper inside his tit. But yeah, so those are current favourites, I guess. Just whatever's kind of sitting on my desk at the moment is like the current favourites. But I could never pick out a single favourite. What do you think of Earthrise Optimus Prime? From a technical standpoint, in terms of the engineering, it looks amazing. I'm not terribly bothered about getting one myself because I've got enough kind of Earth mode Optimuses. I've got Studio Series Optimus here, which is basically the same. The only one that I'm definitely getting is obviously the Shatterglass Prime. I mean, who would I be if I passed on Shatterglass at any point? Him and Ratchet look really nice, but I'm probably going to customize Ratchet into Soundwave. The other one actually I quite like is the Netflix Earthrise Prime that's coming out with the slightly more G2 darker blue colours on him. That one looks pretty cool, and it is one I would consider getting. I don't understand the appeal of owning a corpse. Please don't take that out of context. But yeah, the dead mode Prime is like, oh sorry, sleep mode, because you can't sell something as dead. It just seems a bit pointless. I mean, if you're going to display him lying down all the time, surrounded by Hot Rod and Cup and RC and Magnus and Perceptor. The trailer looks good though. That would work well with the Shatterglass Prime. But yeah, so my general thoughts on that Optimus is like, it looks good. It is good. It's a very solid G1 Prime, but I'm sorted. That's kind of my answer for most things right now. Most of the releases from like Earthrise especially is like, I'm sorted. I've got a version of the character from the last decade, which suits me fine. I don't need a new RC, which just looks like a soap bar. What else is that? I don't need a grapple that's like tiny in vehicle mode. The Reveal the Shield one I've got is just fine. Yeah, sorry, I just lost my train of thought again because I hit scroll and again the chat refreshed. Oh, there we are. Yeah. Repurposed movie must be Bumblebee as Muffy. I watched that on the TF Nation Big Broadcast Live, and the number of kind of like bombshell drops that McFeely put in that, where a general's like, "What?" It's insane. Being part of that live was great fun. I just kicked my bin. Being part of that was great fun, and it's it's a shame that people missed out on that when it was live. But you can see it on his own channel now. So if you want to know a bit more about kind of the history of Transformers, but kind of like the secret history of the Transformers and how it almost came to be, it's a very fascinating video to watch. I think it's about 20 minutes, but yeah, check it out, Chris McPhee's channel. Max is telling me to keep up with the chat, and I'm going to attempt to piss off. Is season 3 the final season of Ascension? No, I do have plans for a 4th season, and fingers crossed the curse of a 4th Transformers season doesn't hit me, because I would like it to happen. I've got a great story in mind, but just keep fingers crossed, because I really want it to happen, and that will be the final season of Ascension. So have me in your thoughts and prayers. Siege was the first time since animated Ironhide has shown up. In the cartoon, I imagine you mean, yeah. That is actually interesting though, yeah, because it didn't appear in Prime. Homebound 6 bots, are they still canon? They're not canon anymore. I have effectively abandoned those projects. But you know, like they were kind of meant to lead into come into like the main Ascension storyline, but I didn't like how they were going, and I kept rewriting it, and the way I was actually creating it, as kind of like stills, wasn't working for me, so I abandoned it, unfortunately. Sorry, but it means that I can do different things with those characters and those concepts. Oh, out of all the Ascension episodes you made, which one are you the most proud of? Oh, I don't know. I'm very proud of obviously the season 2 finale, because that just the music as well that Abby did for it is absolutely sublime. Like it was written specifically for that moment, and it just makes it even better. And I've got so much love for that particular moment, because I had been waiting 4 years for that scene to happen, and it happened, and I was so excited to see it come to life. Another favourite actually is Project Razorback, which doesn't get enough love. Go and watch Project Razorback. That's episode 7 of season 2. I was very, very pleased with how that turned out. Uh, a single least favorite episode, I guess, like some of the ones from season 1 when the production quality was just a little lower, but I can't judge them too harshly because it was 2016. 2016. Oh god, I've been at this too long. Super Megatron would make an amazing Shadowglass Megatron. It would. Annoyingly, it costs like 50 quid, so I can't really afford to get 2 of them. But I do have one on pre-order, and I do intend to use it. Not in Ascension, not in the series, but as like a previous form for Megatron. But my god, it looks good. The battle mask as well is so nice, and like the all the different like styles that you can have him in is amazing. Like he's all like really good. He's very good value for money from the looks of things, and I'm very excited to get my hands on him. Season 3 is just a cover up for tax fraud. How did you know? Does Treadshot have the touch? He does. He does indeed have the touch and the power. Yeah. Who's your favourite character from Siege or Cybertron? Oh, from the show. I did have one. I'd forgotten. Thought Megatron was very good. I think all the characters were really well done. I feel like Jetfire was a little weird in his characterization. On the whole, the show's not too bad. It gets a lot of flack, but I thought like it was a really solid first outing. Yeah, God, I did have a favourite, and I can't remember who it is. It'll come to me. It will come to me. What is your opinion on Kingdom? My opinion is, can we stop leaking all the figures before it's even been officially announced? For God's sake, I, I, I've been having some like. I think a lot of people have felt as well, like kind of burnout from all the reveals that we've had, and not just reveals but leaks as well. Like all the leaks from Kingdom, all the reveals from the Selects line. It's just too much to keep up with and to stay excited with. I'd like a bit of time between each reveal, whether it's legal or not, about what about what's coming, and so I can cope with it and financially balance myself. And that's another thing that's really annoyed a lot of people. Just the stress of pre-orders. Like you literally, I'm very lucky that I managed to get an Earthrise Blue Streak because I got him from In Demand Toys. He was sold out within a minute. I kid you not. I was on there from 8 p.m. just like poised, and then as soon as I saw him go live, and I feel like the I feel the website really getting to very sluggish. And yeah, just as soon as I see add to basket, it's like bam, bam. Good thing I got my card information saved, and like bam, bam, done. I got him, and then just to see the amount of people on Twitter that are disappointed that it's gone, like before they even had a chance, is it's very disappointing, and I feel like a terrible person. um, I don't want to make to go back to your actual question. I don't want to form too much of an opinion about Kingdom until it's actually been like officially kind of revealed, like that poster. But I think it's going to be a good opportunity for me to actually take a pause from collecting and the breather because I'm not massively into Beast Wars. I don't think it's a bad show by any stretch of the imagination. I've got like a collection of beasties back there, but it's just not my main thing. So I think it's a good opportunity for just a breather from that, from spending, save a bit of money. Da, 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 da. More people asking if I'm getting the Shatterglass 2-pack, and yes, I am. Don't worry, I got in there. Yeah, basically, Tauntaun, stop. Let's have fun. I know that the Backstreet Boys tour has completely screwed up distribution, but come on, let me just enjoy what we've got, please. When will Cyclonus and Black Shadow hate make out? They're getting their own dedicated expanding universe story for that, Dan. Don't you worry. Okay, I'm finally catching up with chat now. Is there any more Shattered Glass customs you're going to make? Yes, but I'm not telling you what. It's all spoilers. I mean, I mentioned before that I'm going to convert the upcoming Shattered Glass Ratchet into Soundwave because it's a white van. It's perfect. and it saves me repainting RID 15 Soundwave into that. It's actually just not too bad a figure, but I've got a Ratchet. I'm sort of actually, yeah, I'll tell you what, I'll show him. I don't think I've ever actually shown him off. I do hope you can hear me from back there. But excuse me. This is the Shattered Glass Ratchet that I have done. It's a very minor custom of Beast Hunter's Ratchet, who is a kind of Dinobot looking fella. But all I've really done is slapped a sticker on him. I'm getting very confused with perspective here. Repainted his eye and this like center glowy thing with like green. It's like green wash. But this is the cool bit. His arms, his lower arms, and his kind of scalpel knives have been ink washed with like blue and red. So there's Energon on there, and there's also blood, which I think is a very cool character. There we go. That's got some good light on it. It's a very cool character, like defining thing. I'm really pleased with how he turned out. Like for such a simple customization. He's real sweet. Oh, I'm gonna have another cup of tea. He needs to go to the gym. I got this. Do you like the Earthrise modulators? I do. I only have Ironworks, and that's probably the only one I'm gonna get. I've got a kind of cool idea for how like his kind of existence and his backstory. They're quite fun. I don't think I'm gonna get any more of them though. I'm not gonna bother with Airwave or Hot House or Grease Pit. But you know they're decent enough. They're fun to have. I did have Ironworks on my desk here with some of my little Micromasters. This is an original flak, by the way, not the new one. And they're just standing on him or driving down him. He's now on my Dettol shelves with some other Micromasters rummaging around on him. But they're decent. I didn't bother combining them with anyone. I just made them into the base. I'm like, that's pretty neat. So yeah. Excuse me. Oh dear. When will Bumblebee return to take back the Prime title? Over my dead body, Max. Any new characters to expect? Yes, but I don't want to tell you yet. I wanna save that for the first trailer. Well, you've already seen one. You've already seen Transmutate, haven't you? Yeah, Transmutate is joining the Ascension verse, and I'm so very excited about her story arc. It does have a lot. You know, it is kind of true to her kind of original Beast Wars backstory in a way, but we've given it a twist, as we do. And I'm very excited for people to see how that turns out. So Transmutate is one. There is another character coming. Some of you might have seen them teased on the Facebook page. I think about a month or two ago. But yeah, there's not many new characters joining this season, but I think it's about time that the Autobots got a few new, some more reinforcements added to the roster. I hope people liked the character stills. By the way, I shared them on the Facebook page, and I did put a link in one of my community posts recently. So if you haven't seen those, do hop on over to the channel, like the main page, and on the community section, there is a link to my Facebook page, which just got an album of all the character stills with, sorry, I'm very gassy, with some brand new bios for each of them and like tech specs and stuff, which is quite fun. Where was I? Yeah, there we go. Good effort on Ascension, mate. Thank you. Good effort. Thank you very much. I do want to, yeah. Thank you everyone for supporting Ascension. Like, it really is. Yeah, as I keep saying, it is a labor of love, and it's fantastic to see so many people still love following the story and the universe, and want to continue supporting it and see the story come to its conclusion. So thank you for sticking with me. I know it's a long wait all the time, but I'm hoping that season 3 is not going to take as long as season 2. I'm planning it a little better this time round. Why did you switch from Generation Toys to Earthrise? Earthrise, as a figure, it's better. It's got more articulation to it, and it's kind of better to film. I don't know. I felt like, there were a couple characters getting upgrades for season 3, and I thought, Hoist's got a new toy coming out. It looks pretty neat. Dan actually convinced me to get it. It's like, give it a try, see what you think, and so I did. That's my impression of Dan Storm, by the way. And I got it, and it's like, Dan, screw you, you're right. And I decided there, and then it's like, yeah, this is the new Hoist. I do need to get back to the custom showcase though. I was intending to film a backlog of videos over the last month or two, but I've just had no motivation really. I've been very busy with others like real life commitments. So I apologise for that, but I have needed just a bit of a break from the constant uploading. And that's kind of why I'm doing these, like trying out these streams, seeing if they're successful, which from the looks of things they are. As just an alternate content sort of thing to do, so I can do whatever and just like have chats like these, or play games, or like I can have other people on. Yeah, sorry, I'm so pumping with adrenaline that I keep losing my train of thought and forgetting where I am. I will get back on the custom showcase soon, yes. I think it was Barricade who won it. I might be wrong. Either way, like, all the characters are going to get a showcase. It's just a matter of who you guys want to see first. They will all happen. It's just what order is dictated by you. When are you going to upload a new stop motion? Saturday! Patreon supporters have already got access to my little Road Rage mini animation. It's only about a minute long, but that's coming out Saturday. So that's Road Rage / SG Tracks is a grail of mine, and I am so happy that I got one. Thank you to I think there are so many 14th primes, but Sean 14th Prime hooked me up with one for I think about 60 quid, $60, around about that. And she's very, very nice. This is the only only time I'm gonna turn a Shatterglass character into a normal one. I promise. It feels like heresy for me to do it the other way around. My God, this is going very well. What do you think of the exclusive Prime Breakdown of ViaCon? I am so happy that they are getting a re-release. I was worried that they were just going to re-release the off-road repaint, but no, they did the original mold, and he's got his hammer, and look, like, they've got the 2 armed Microns with them, the Jet ViaCons there. It's a nice little set. I don't know if I'll get it. It depends on availability, but it's nice that that's now available for us, and on the 10th anniversary of Prime too. Did Bumblebee have a pod buddy in Earth like tailgate? Yes. I think I know who it is. I can't remember. I have recently actually decided who's paired up with who. in the Earthfall series, and I do plan to do more of those. That's the thing. I plan to make things. To actually make them is another story entirely. Hey, love your content. Thanks very much. Do you hate Bayformers? That's a loaded question. I don't hate it. I'm not a fan of the last two, Age of Extinction and Last Night. It's just so awful. The other three, like, I really like the first one. I know it's not a great movie, but it's one of my all-time favorite movies. I think what the films could all do without is just the rampant sexism. Just, I don't need that. I don't need constant booty shots. If you like, I hate movies where women are just eye candy and not, like, you know, characters with personalities. Also, Michaela should have been the antagonist for the first film. Don't at me. Her or Maggie? Yes, but not Sam. So I'm gonna try and keep up with chat again. Is that what we call them? Chat? You should make a collection. I plan to do another. There it is. Plan. I do plan to do another collection update video because I do have, like, I have rearranged things on the shelves. So it is on the bucket list, actually. It properly on the bucket list to do a collection update because the last one was 2018, I think it was, and a lot happens in 2 years. So I do want to do another one of those. Turn a normal tracks into Shoutglass Road Rage to balance things out. That's big brain. That's galaxy brain there. Hey Joe, I can't stay but wanted to tell you how much I love your series. For me, all Transformers series, official or not, yours are the best. Really, keep up the good work. Thank you. I have no idea how to pronounce your name, but thank you very much. That's very kind of you. Hey Sean, thank you. What Earthrise characters do you have? I've not got a lot. I have Ironworks, Hoist, Exhaust, technically a Wheeljack. What else do I have? I don't think I've got any else. Oh, I've got Smokescreen, but I intend to get rid of him. He's not for me. Not a fan of the face, which is why I got this guy today. Huzzah. Yeah, I think it's just those 3/4 at the moment. Hello there. What you ever outbid on eBay by the last second? Oh, many things. I can't remember. I've had a couple Transformers where I've been pegged at the last second. I can't remember what though. I know it has gutted me when it has happened. Who's your least favourite character in Ascension? Max Linden. a siege barricade on clearance, so I can do a head swap with him and Smokescreen. The only thing that would tempt me to keep Earthrise Smokescreen is if I could do a head swap with the Selects one, Siege one, this one. I don't know how easy it is because they're not like screwed on. I think they're like glued on in two halves or something. But I don't know. I don't want to break them, especially Earthrise Smokescreen, because like I've seen some horror stories about like the plastic on that like breaking, which is not great. Not a fan of that. How's Ascension progress going? You know what? Like, it's going all right. I've finished filming episode 2. I did this in a weird order, but I'm essentially doing the episodes in like blocks. So I'll do it the first 3 episodes together, next three. But I finished filming second episode, and the audio mixing for that. So now all it's missing is like 1 or 2 last pieces of music, and it's finished. I'm about 60% of the way through filming episode 1, and kind of taking a pause on it for the moment because we're working on some very special scenes, with the help of a certain Mr. Shadow Elite 217, which I'm hoping will enhance this season and really like lift it above the others. There's still a few rewrites to do near the end of the series, but on the whole, I'm pleased with how progress is going, because at least like I can actually see. So okay, so here's part of the reason why season 2 took so long. I was working on 7 episodes simultaneously, filming back and forth from each of those, and I never really got a sense of how much progress I had made. So my plan for season 3 is, like I said, do it in blocks of 3 episodes, finish them before I move on to the next block, and then finish them before I do the last block. There's 9 episodes, by the way. So fingers crossed that this way it's not going to take another half decade before the season comes out. What's going on, chat? Hey, chat. I might have missed it, but yeah, Larry's made a custom Treadshot Prime. So has Mason. So there are 4 Treadshot Prime figures in existence at the moment. 2 of them are mine. But you know, I've seen Mason's and Larry, and I can't remember if I think I just shared Mason's, but Larry has made one as well, and it featured actually in his most recent short. So there's your hard to find figures now. Eat that, BotCon Alpha Trion. Yeah, I'm just gonna show off my super rare Alpha Trion figure. There's only one of 1,400 in existence, and I got it for 100 quid. Absolute showboater. God. What am I like? I need to know that. Are you ever going to do a stop motion on the Battle of the Ark in 1990? I will do more stuff from the 90s era. I don't know about that one, because the main focus of Earthfall will be the events on Earth. So we'll jump between different characters. But I probably won't do what happens on the Ark unless I think it's like important for the story as a whole. I don't have a custom combiner. I think doing a custom combiner is going to be way too much effort. That's 5 figures that I need to customize, and I don't have the patience for that. What's your favorite Studio Series figure so far? Oh, You know what? I don't know. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Got 10 Studio Series figures. Most of them are Bumblebee movie. I'm a big fan of all the B movie ones. They've been all like solid. Optimus is great. I got Jeep B for my birthday, and he's such a cutie. Look at him. Yeah, hi. It's perfectly stood pose. He's great. Like he's such a cute little pocket-sized like bundle of fun, and he's very easy to convert as well. Like he's definitely a favourite. I'm also big fan of Starscream. Actually, the first movie Starscream, it's very good. And I didn't think I would get him, but I got Revenge of the Fallen Megatron. And again, a really really fun, solid Studio Series figure. But again, like I'm not going to go overboard with those. I think I'm probably done for now with Studio Series, and I don't know how much I'll bother with Studio Series 86. But it's just a nice kind of small collection of figures that I really want and really like. I got the Thundercracker as well, the Dark and Marine Thundercracker, and put Titan's Return Overboard's head on him. Let me grab him for you. I'm trying to knock over half my display, so a bit dusty. But I did this with him. Look at that camera quality. This is real nice. This is a brand new camera, by the way. I don't know what make it is. It just says HD webcam on the box. But he's pretty cool. So that's Titan's Return Overboard on there, and it's a pretty decent colour match. My God, my bed is just getting covered with boxes and robots right now. Why is Barricade still alive? That's a bit harsh, man. Who's your favourite B movie characters beside B? I like Larry. No, Barry. Cocked up the joke. Shadow and Dropkick by far. I love Decepticons with personality, and I got them. And big love for that pairing. I did that pairing before B movie did. Okay, Drop Shot and Wreckage do have a lot of similarities to Shatter and Dropkick. However, I did that first. I wrote them like that before the movie even came out. Okay, shut up, Max. What was the reason behind the cancellation of Homeward Bound and Six Spots? It was just taking too long to make, and because I was doing it rather than animation, I was doing it as like stills, and yeah, it was just taking far too long to create it, and it just completely killed my my enthusiasm for that project, unfortunately. Yeah, and it didn't look good either. I was doing like junky on scenes with Google SketchUp, and it looked boring. There were some cool like shots that I did with it, but yeah, it just took too long. Do I have Siege Soundwave? Yeah. I don't transform him into his dropship mode, but he's a solid Voyager figure. He's nicely articulated. He's a good action figure. As a Transformer, so. Can confirm that Heist is dead, like dead. Rip. He is bereft of life, gone to join the Choir Invisible, all that Monty Python stuff. Heist isn't coming back. Fun fact: it was actually meant to be Dreadwing, who kicked it in a very early version of the script. But I changed it to Heist because that breakdown figure is. Okay, so I had that Silas breakdown is my first Silas breakdown. I own 1.5 Silas breakdowns. Many moons ago, I ordered the Silas breakdown from Kapow Toys, and I received him, took him out the box, and his arm had been misassembled. So the pin in his elbow, sorry, I just forgot basic human anatomy, had been put in such a way that you couldn't actually bend his arm. Like, it was stuck straight. You couldn't do it at all. You could bend it backwards for transformation, it worked fine. But going forwards, none of that. So I asked Kapow, can you send me a replacement? For some reason, I asked for just the top half. Can you send me a replacement top half? And they did. And it had the same problem. Oh my god. Mm. But yeah, Heist is dead. I got rid of him because I didn't know what to do. And it's not a great toy. Well, at least my copy isn't like a great toy. I actually have both versions of Shatter and Dropkick, but I only display the good ones. So that was Jet Shatter and Car Dropkick. My favourite custom I've made so far, Treadshot Prime by a mile. The quality on, like, he came out just perfect, like such good quality and like minimal paint chipping. I didn't have to do that much repainting on him. A lot of the yellow is still sandstorms. Yeah, he's an absolute favourite, and yeah, I'm the reason I've got two of him is like I just want to be so careful with like paint chipping. So yeah, and in the event that one gets destroyed, I've got a spare. So there you go. Heist is indeed an ex-parrot. My favourite third-party figure? I don't know. Again, a lot of the answers to these questions, I don't know. My current sort of favourites are sitting on like my windowsill here. I've got MMC, you can see a Striker and Obsidian. I just love how they look. Big tank woman and helicopter simp boyfriend. They're favourites. And I love Striker Madness too. He's hiding, but he's there. Him and Tom. I love a lot of Mastermind creation stuff. I love the styling on those. Unfortunately, like some of them are just a bit too big to really fit into my collection, so I've not done like the Megatron and their Rodimus. My goodness. I've decided on the name. Stop. What's it like to be Treadshot? Overrated. Severely overrated. You better not be simping. Don't be simping. Oh man, I'm gonna have another little look at Ironhide here. Like, so apparently the colours on this guy are based on GT Motormouth, and I gotta be honest, I think he rocks the blue more than he does the red. I know it's heresy to say that, but he looks very good in this blue and like tints of yellow, and also like a lot of his kind of grey isn't grey; it's sort of yellowish grey. Like it looks like it. I don't know whether this is just my copy and it's just gone bad, but It's slightly more kind of bronzy grey, but it looks really nice. I'm thinking about like swapping out the head with my Nest Ironhide, because that's, gotta be honest, not the best head sculpt for Ironhide, but you know, I actually need to take him apart and see how he ticks. God, my Revenge of the Fallen Ironhide is not in good shape. The waste mechanism for transformation is stuck, and I'm afraid that if I try and push him any further, I'm going to snap him in half. And I don't know if that would just be a mercy killing, maybe. Like, I'm not going to use him anymore. I'm not going to display him. He's dead. Whatever I do, it's a catch-20. Catch-22, rather. Sorry. Mm. Do you like Charlie and B more than Sam and B? Yeah, it's a much more like wholesome, positive relationship that they have than Sam and B. Like, oh, Sam's not a good character. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to tell you the truth. I've got to lay down some hard truths here. All right, Charlie and B is a better pairing than Sam and Bumblebee. All right. What would be your choice to have as a movie car becoming an Autobot like Ectotron, Gigawatt, or Maverick? Oh, oh, I don't know. That is a good one. What movie cars do I like? I mean, I'd take I'd take an Aston that's like Bond themed, like properly Bond themed, not Cogman. Um, Although if they did that, it would totally be a Cogman repaint. Um, I'd imagine they'd redo like the kind of chest flap as like a tux with a bow tie. I can see it now. That's, oh no, maybe not. What other movie? Hit me with some like famous movie cars, like stuff that hasn't been given the crossover treatment. Give me that, give me those nice wheels. What we think about that? Or is that coffee? It's not coffee. It's tea. Good old Yorkshire tea. Mm. Disgusting. I'm sorry. What do you think we'll get out of the Prime 10th anniversary line? I hope we get a... No, I wouldn't wish Arachnid on anyone. I don't think we're really missing any characters. Like breakdowns. It'd be cool to get some repaints. Like it'd be nice to get some reissues of the first edition molds, maybe, but I doubt that will happen. Um, just considering their rarity and availability. But it would be nice if they could get reissued, possibly. When's Endgame? Where's Endgame, Joe? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? You've had Endgame. Decepticon Christine. I've not actually watched that movie, but I saw a load of clips recently from like movie clips or whatever, and it's like, this looks interesting. Um, Decepticon Christine. Oh, that would be pretty neat. I'd be down for that. Isn't that the same car as like Agent Coulson has in Agents of Shield? Like Lola, I think it is. I can't remember. The Batmobile, yeah. Batmobile would be a good shout. Don't know what Warner Brothers would say about that. Oh man, I've seen some very good like Batmobile Transformers. Someone did a whole like selection of Justice League / DC villains, like Transformer figures. I would kill for a Green Lantern Transformer. That's on my like list of customs that I will never make, but would like to. A Green Lantern Transformer, I reckon it would be like a fighter jet or something, or a spaceship, a space fighter. Knight Rider, good shout. Yeah, I don't have much of a connection to Knight Rider, but I appreciate it. I'll probably let this run for another 20 minutes, and then I'm gonna call it a night. But hey, this has been fun. This has gone really well, actually. I'm gonna take this as a good sign to do more of these, and I hope people have actually enjoyed this. Um, and yeah, it's good. I've had fun. I'm on an adrenaline rush right now, which is why my brain is absolutely frazzled. Ghost Rider, yes, please. Not just give me the Robbie Reyes Charger as a Transformer, but not an Autobot or Decepticon. Make him a just make him like not a mercenary. He still has to be like the kind of spirit of vengeance. Did you watch Transformers Prime? Yes, that was the first Transformers show I watched beginning to end. I didn't miss a single episode. Um, it's flawed for sure. It's very afraid to change the status quo for more than an episode, but I loved it. I really loved it. That was my first first full TF show, and recently I watched animated as well, and I fell in love with that too. So a lot of love for those recent shows. Will you ever put relationship between two Transformers in your series? Yes, I mean Hoist and Grapple, man. Excuse me, Hoist and Grapple are conjuncts. They are married. They are husbands. We should retroactively make them husbands in G1. Thomas the Tank Engine. Hell yeah! Make him an Astro Train repaint. Have you participated in the Age of Swagwave animation tournaments? I've not. I've just I've been far too busy with my own projects to have the time to contribute to that. I've looked at them and thought that's quite interesting. I'll give it a might give it a shot, but like on the whole, I just don't have the time. I am laser focused with Ascension and the little projects on the side that I just don't have the time to commit to a competition like that. But it looks exciting. I'm sure people have a lot of fun with those. Yeah. Don Toretto's car as an Autobot. Yeah, but it would just be going firmly, firmly, firmly for the entire time. Favorite vegetable? Cucumber. I love cucumber. Favorite mercenary Transformers? You know what? I was so happy to see Sound Blaster in Siege. He was. Oh, I love that, making him like a separate character. I think they've only done that once before, but that's the stuff. I love it. The only mercenary I have at the moment is Exhaust, but I have slapped him in with my Maraudicon shelf, which is that one there. You can't really see it. But he's in there with Cannonball and Flame War, Brimstone, A couple of the characters which aren't normally pirates, but I wanted to spice up my own crew. And yes, Pirates miniseries is still on the cards. Oh, what do you think of the newly revealed Transformers Funko Pops? I've got to be honest, they're cute. I do like how they look. But I'm good. I'm good. I have my fill of Funko Pops. God, I would not wish merchandising Funko Pops on anyone. I used to work at a toy store, and I quit a couple months ago due to the Backstreet Boys tour. But Funko Pops and like action adventure was my sort of section, and the amount of new Funko Pops that would come in every week and force me to re-merchandise like 2.5 entire bays of that shit. It was an absolute nightmare. I've had enough of Funko Pops. It's someone else's problem now. They can deal with it. The Halo Warthog, yes. That'll be a great crossover. Oh. Hey dude, you should make a collection vid on the smallest figures. Well, that'll be part of like the whole collection vid. So in my recent renovation of my Dettol shelves, I posted the picture in the Crosshairs group, I think, not on the page. But I've added in some extra acrylic Dettol shelves, and one of them is just a tiny little one. It's only about like that high, but that's where all like my little Legends figures have gone on my Micromasters. It's so cute, and it's so much more space efficient. I'm getting some more in, and I will hopefully be able to kill a lot of this dead space and make it all look very presentable. You like crumpets? I do. I do like crumpets. Will the Shatterglass Decepticons meet the Autobots? I couldn't tell you that. Spoilers. You like Steeljaw? Steeljaw is in the Robots in Disguise villain. Is that the one you mean? If I have space for some of the figures that are in the box of Not Wanted, but yeah, I might put some out, but there's a reason that they're in the box there. If I get more space, I'll put some out. Actually, to be fair, I could take some out now and put them on the shelf. But yeah, they might come out. Might bring a few more out. There's a Robots in Disguise 2001 Optimus Prime in there, which Max gave me, and I've been meaning to do like a restoration on him because he's a very impressive figure. So he might come out, but he's very big. He is very big. He is. I believe he's like combiner sized. So if he did come out, he'd need his own shelf really. I'm just looking at what I've got in terms of like space availability, and it's not much. Yeah, Wild Rider's still alive. He just wasn't present for a lot of the fighting. I did have a scene with him and Dragstrip in episode 8, but I cut it when I did a little bit of rewriting, and I didn't feel like, excuse me, I didn't feel like it was necessary for him to be around. Excuse me, sorry. Again, I had dinner about an hour ago, and I'm. Ugh. Oh yeah, that's Steeljaw. Yeah, I kind of like Robots in Disguise Steeljaw. It's a nice like it's a nice change from the usual Rogues Gallery. Um, yeah, he's fine, I guess. I didn't bother with the toy. I wasn't a fan of a lot of the RID Decepticon stylings, like the very bestial robot modes. I wasn't too into those, except for Thunderhoof. Ayo, get out of here! I've nearly finished this. It's only slightly cold. This has been, my God, this has been going for nearly 90 minutes. Not just the stream, but the tea. It's mostly held its heat. Yeah, I do plan to get the Shatterglass 2-pack. It is on the list. It's been pre-ordered. It is indeed a big boy, Max. Big bouncing baby boy. Oh, I would love if Hasbro did like Generation style Shatter and Dropkick. I don't know if I'd pick them up because I don't know. I like the Studio Series ones, but it'll be really cool if they became like legacy characters like Blackout and Barricade and Lockdown. We need more legacy characters like represented in other media. My main problem with Robots in Disguise 2015 was that none of the characters ever developed. Notably, Sideswipe and Strongarm. Like, I get they're slightly less mature characters than Bumblebee. And Grimlock's just a childish Hulk. But like, they always had a kind of here's the new obstacle of the day that they have to overcome, and say that actually, you know what, Strongarm, you're not so bad. I guess you're not too bad either, Sideswipe, but I still hate you. Ah, and then it's just the same of that for like 3 seasons. Yeah, the characters never grew. Like they never like took on the lessons from each episode and carried them over. So Sideswipe and Strong was still bickering in season 3, and yet I watched that all the way through. So guess who's a sucker? Why did I make the Stunticons into a special ops team? I wanted to do something different. I didn't. I don't know. At the time, like Combined Wars wasn't really a thing. Um, and yeah, I kind of wanted to do something a little different with those characters. Um, so just making them a kind of like high speed road based special operations team. And so the idea is that there are more Stunticons out in the universe, so it's not just those 3 or 4. So Dead End still out there, Motormaster's still out there. There are others. Um, it's mostly a question of like I had those toys. They look really nice. I could scrounge together a sort of Stunticon team from the existing figures pre Combiner Wars. Um, I don't know. It was just a new, unique idea for them. Is that Beast Wars movie confirmed? I can't remember. I think either way, it's only suddenly occurred to me that maybe I should be careful about what I say on the internet. I think Beast Wars is a very strange choice for a live action Transformers movie, and I'm not sure whether that's actually going to go ahead or not. I think the general public is like very much blind to the idea of Beast Wars. For us, like, you say Beast Wars, you know, the first thing that comes to your head is like Optimus Primal and Megatron and Cheetor and all that. Like, you know exactly what I mean. But like, ask average Billy public, and he's like, what's a Beast Wars? Like, I don't think it would do very well in like with a general audience. And I don't know if I would really care to see it, to be honest. But who knows? Who knows? It may be good. It might not even happen. Who knows? Opinions on Cyberverse. Okay, Cyberverse is a good show. Don't discredit it, alright? Because it's like 10 minutes and it's aimed at kiddies. It is very good at world building, and exploring the aspects of the war, the kind of in-betweens that we don't see. And it's clearly made with a lot of love. It's almost, you can think of it as like a kind of, I don't know, Bionicle All Stars. It is the Bionicle All Stars of Transformers. It's just the kind of, it's cherry picked bits from a bunch of the major series and media, and thrown it in a cauldron, mixed it all up, and created this wonderful 10-minute baby. Give it a shot. I think all the episodes are on YouTube if you haven't done so already. So just binge it in a couple days. It is honestly well worth your time, in my opinion. The finale is out on YouTube on Monday, I think. I think it's this coming Monday. I might be wrong. You know what actually would be good for Hasbro to do? He says, folding his arms like he's an authority on this. But I think that Hasbro should look into doing what DC has done with their animated universe, creating their own animated movie universe where they can do like character focused stuff and introduce new characters as they go along and build a universe and an ongoing story with that, leading up to, I don't know, maybe not Unicron, but some kind of big bad. I think that would be amazing. Such it would be such an incredible opportunity for storytelling. Um, I think it would absolutely be worth their time. Um, but that's just. But what do I know? I'm just a YouTuber. Transformers X Bionicle crossover is the real end game. Yeah, didn't TFX do that? Like, there was a war between the Tower and the Transformers in his universe, I think, and kind of like his history. Yeah, I might get a couple of the Kingdom figures. I've seen someone's already got their hands on Rat Trap. But yeah, it's going to be one that I'm going to pass on for the most part. Beast Wars did revitalise the franchise, but I think that's what Transformers needs right now, because the nostalgia is kind of killing my interest. The a lot of what's currently keeping the brand going right now is just redoing G1 for the older fans, and while that's great, we're getting updated versions of G1 characters. There's got to be a point where you say, okay, we've got our updates. Leave it over there. Leave it in 2020. And yeah, I'm all out of breath. Nova Prime would be cool. Or yeah, Galvatron. I like that Galvatron's being done now as a separate character from Megatron. I think like that's a good unique thing. Nova Prime. I mean, maybe something that's based on Devastation, like what they were trying to set up there. Um, why exactly did you choose to use tread shots? Um, I answered this actually at my panel. I did a panel, if you didn't know, at TF Nation last year. Um, I chose Treadshot because he has no backstory. There is absolutely nothing about him really, apart from a bio card, but no one knows who he is. Um, he's just a blank slate with whom I could do basically anything, and no one would really be offended. Um, that's the main reason. He was just something. He was a nobody, and I could do something with him. Um, hmm. All right, I'll do just a few more questions. Then I'm gonna call it a night because I'm a tired baby boy. I'd love to see Unicron Trilogy remastered figures too. Oh, who would I want? Give us like a proper Cybertron downshift who can, articulate properly and move their head. Uh, favorite and least favorite Transformers human character. Oh, why do I pick these questions that I don't know the answers to? Charlie's great in B movie. Love her, and her relationship with B is just so sweet. I cried during that film. Well, I cried at the end of that film. Um, my favorite character is Grace because I'm writing her. Oh, I don't know. I think that there's far too many human characters for me to really pick out like a favorite. And I don't want to say Kicker's my least favorite because I don't have any experience with Kicker Jones. That's it. I have to say I think Miko from Transformers Prime gets a bad rap. Um, she is annoying, but I think her growth during the series, especially in season 2 and 3, is underrated, and she really shines. Yeah. Any characters that got cut from Ascension? Oh yeah, there were a few. Back in 2015 when I started writing the series, a lot of the character roster looked very different. I believe Hotspot was on there. I think on the whole, like it was mostly this. Oh, I think Springer was going to be on the crew. Hang on, I think somewhere there is a picture of my original team. I've just got to track it down. No, it's Wreckers. Somewhere. Hmm. I remember it. I remember seeing it. I can't remember exactly who was on, but I believe Springer was on there, and so was Hotspot. And then I changed. I changed it. I wasn't happy with the crew, so I changed it. And actually, the Combaticons who were originally slated for Endgame, which were the G2 Fall of Cybertron Combaticons, I was originally going to have them in Ascension, like carry them over from the cancelled Uprising, but again, it didn't happen. Didn't want to use them. They're not great toys either. I sold them recently, actually. I was very surprised because I actually customised 3 of them quite poorly and sold it for 30 quid. So there you go. Alright, one more question. What should we do? What should we do? What should we do? What shall we do? Oh yeah, Moonracer was cut. She was going to come in later in the series, but yeah, she was the exact wrong shade of green to work on either a green or blue screen. Whoops! I've still got that actually. Let me bring her down. Here she is. So she's a knockout repaint, and I will do a custom showcase on her. Although I probably won't be able to show the vehicle mode, but I'm really pleased with how she turned out. But I cut her because like I said, I can't transform her because the paint just scratches. But she is very nice quality. Back you go. Try not knock down the entire collection. Larry, this is Pokemon. I've rebranded. What are your thoughts on reviving dead characters? I don't go in for it. I'm rolling away. I don't go in for it. I think it cheapens a death scene. I think like it can be done well. It has been done well, but I think I don't do it because I just think that it nullifies the emotional impact of a character's death, and it means that if you're just bringing people back with like the power of the Matrix, what's the point in dying then? What's the point of death? But yeah, it can be done all right, but I don't go in for it. Yes, right. I'm knackered. I am so knackered. But thank you so much for tuning in tonight, guys. This has been a great success, actually. We had quite a few viewers, and like the chat's been going really nicely and consistently. So I definitely plan to do more of these. Like I don't know what they'll actually be. Like I said before, I might do more just like talking to camera, or we'll do actual like games or activities or stuff. I've got like Jackbox as well, which I can play with some of the Crosshairs gang, and people can tune in for that. But yeah, this is fun. I enjoy this. I enjoy talking head singular. Really, yeah. All right. Thanks so much for tuning in, guys. I will see you on the flip side, wherever that may be. Stay safe. Wear a mask, you dingus. Be kind. Just be kind to other people and considerate and love each other. Right.